Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another long-standing request, this one from Gray, who wanted the Todesritter. I think Gray asked for it in their personal colors. If I've got that wrong, I apologize, Gray. Just let me know. I can redo it now that I finally have the thing. But yeah, the Todesritter is pretty good. Well, I think the first request I finally filled with it, I did in a 700 room, despite only having the 650. So yeah, it's pretty solid. It has a bunch of different weapons for every possible occasion. Has a charging EPAC beam rifle, which is fast become my favorite kind, just because I can get the rapid fire out of it, and the charge distance play I have always enjoyed in GBO2. This XS I don't quite get, because, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it has the slots that you can build it for melee damage, but even so, it has the defensive abilities for melee of a wet sponge, so it's just really not a good choice there. Let's see, I think I just stunned my ally, but I did not knock them down. That was the idea, at least. And I'm just going to shoot this in the back as it goes, and hey, pick up shooting this Todesritter in the front since it decided to step in. Or actually, my teammates have got that, so I'm going to try and chase down the XS. Well, got a good angle on a Humberby in the process, so which decided to back into me, I'm not sure why. And I didn't quite knock over the Cubelay Mark II there. Very nice. So yeah, so far I'm at least, I don't know how well I'm doing, but I'm handling myself relatively well, and I'm not knocking over allies, which with that big sweeping downswing on a fairly large mobile suit is kind of important. So I'm also dead, but you know, what can you do? And we are exactly tied up for a second here. I think it's going to get separated shortly one way or the other, but yeah, so I could be doing a lot worse. And yep, they've got the lead now, 46-45. At 650, it does not take much to get 1,000 points apart. Since I learned recently that you can have it takes a little bit over 25% to get an assist score, 25% of damage to a target. That means that up to 3 people can earn an assist for any kill that's made. So you can easily get over 1,000 points a kill if your team coordinates. And let's see, firing incoms. It has both incoms and wire-guided tri-blades of the type the Dryson uses, which do stun when they hit. So yeah, it's like I said, a lot of good weapons. Also, it has the Bao's beam shield. It has an upgraded version of the I think it's the Gazom's beam rifle, and yeah, so it is loaded for bear, and it can do work. And that I'm not sure. I think that's Zeta Plus C1. Yeah, it tried to transform, but either the pilot did not know or they forgot that the C1 does not have any. Oh, it's a Regathi custom. Excuse me. That does have some of the transformation defenses, but I guess when you're surrounded by 3 or 4 people all shooting you, it's not going to be enough. And let's see. Okay, somebody else got the pilot before I could. That's fine. There's a bomb planted. That's also fine. It looks like we probably elected to ignore it and just keep moving forward, which, again, horrible melee defense on the XS. I knew a neutral slash would be enough to kill it. Oh yeah, it has some shoulder cannons too. I'm not sure if they come from anything specific or just, you know, something else, you know, sitting around Neo-Zeon Army surplus. But cannons do pretty good rapid fire. They stun with enough hits that I don't remember to use them enough because all the other weapons hit much harder, but they're pretty good. And trying to lock on with the tri-blades. I did. They didn't connect. Yeah, we're going to lose our base, but we've also made enough of a lead that we're still going to be in the lead. And this is one... Yeah, I did that on purpose and sent a sorry because I wanted to make sure that person got killed. So that is what happened. So, and there was nobody else, no other enemies around to take advantage of most of us being on the ground. So no harm really done. So... But I felt it was, like, again, I felt like I ought to be polite about it, because, like I said, in that one case, it was intentional, so And yeah, that downswing hits a very broad but narrow, or broad but shallow hitbox, so I didn't quite tag that other Todesritter. The XS is here again. It's keeping its iframes and running away, which is probably a good choice. And yeah, XS, I imagine in the right circumstances you can do some up-close work with it, especially since it has the GT-03's downswing. But it is really not built for it. It is built for range 100%. So, you know, engage carefully, as always. And yeah, got a few shots in there. And support fire. Yeah, somebody down that corridor is almost dead, but I realized somebody was trying to shoot me in the back. Also, I didn't realize I just ran out of Hades. I didn't realize that at the time. I was so focused on trying to get that nearly dead mobile suit that I didn't notice I was almost out of Hades. Just realized that I got myself killed when I was trying to chase them down and felt dumb about it. The fact that I lost my head and legs like the second I got knocked down, I feel a little better about that now, honestly. 2 minutes to go, minor lead, 1,300, like 1 to 2 kills worth. Looks like 1 and 3 though have managed to get one enemy in a good pincer attack, so hopefully they'll be able to finish up. Yep, got it. And I'm assuming from the Saris, they knocked themselves over in the process, which, you know, as you've seen, happens. And, let's see. Yeah, trying to get the Tri-Blades in there. Managed to get, they both hit for 2,600 damage total. And yeah, the E-Pack rifle, you can just rapid fire it and stun. It takes like 4 or 5 uncharged hits to stun, but you can do it, and sometimes it's faster than getting it charged. And even if you don't get the stun, you get a bunch of damage. So I popped Hades again because we've only got 1 minute and 8 left in the round. So we're, you know, it's the timers are pretty well synced up. So now I'm just looking for a good opportunity to attack. And finally noticed that the team said fall back. Luckily, I've got a bunch of extra speed to do that with, so I'm running away a lot. And it is the right move. We've got a 5,000 point lead, and rather than, you know, push our luck, it's better to pull back and, you know, just play defensively while we can. So now you'll notice I am charging the beam rifle because I want to land as many stuns as possible, and that lets me get my hits in and go back and cover. Just basically, I kind of switched to my charging beam rifle play style because it was because it seemed like it suited the situation better. So, you know, rare occasion for me to actually be thinking that far ahead, and just screwed up my aim terribly there. But yeah, I actually did think about it for a second, and you know, I think it worked out pretty well. We're engaging a little bit more now because we've got some enemies to low health and everybody's trying to finish them while we can. And I got one, so hey. So yeah, in the end we managed to broaden that lead at the end. In the end. Ah, brain, come on. But yeah, we did it. And that was a pretty good round. So I did not hit the boards, but that's because that Cubily Mark II was on point. I still did 115,000 damage and got 5 kills and 4,500 points, so I'm not particularly upset with the performance here. Hope you enjoyed the round, Gray. Let me know if it wasn't what you were looking for, and I will happily do something else with it. But that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! That's a mobile suit I wouldn't mind having a G-frame figure of as the Todesritter. Imagine it might be a little bit out of scale with MS in Action just because it is a little bit on the larger side, I think, than most one-year war mobile suits. But, yeah, because that's the thing about G-frame. Since the frame is the same size, it's the larger mobile suits aren't actually in scale with my MSIAs. For example, the MS in Action New Gundam is a pretty hefty figure. So is the extended one. And the MS in Action High New, or the G-frame High New Gundam, a little bit taller than than some of the other things in the same assortments, but since it all uses the same internal skeleton, they can't exactly make it, you know, a particularly big thing from there. So, you know, just one of the disadvantages of a non-scale figure line.